Hey, what's up everyone, Bubblekings here and welcome back to some more Paladins. Today we're going to be trying out the new champion, Vivian, on the PTR. She's a new damage champion. Let's just check her out and see how she goes. So, straight off the bat, it seems like we have a lot of ammo. We have 80 ammo here. And what does our weapon do? So we got a light machine gun, shoot every 0.14 seconds, dealing 200 damage. Effective at medium range, move slower while firing. Okay, so sort of like an arrow where when you're shooting you actually move slower. That's kind of interesting. The reload animation's quite long, or the reload time's quite long. So that sort of compensates for having so much ammo, I guess. It's kind of nice. Not too much recoil or anything on it. Constant damage. And it seems like there's a legendary where if you're shooting a long time you get extra damage because it went up to 240. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. You get a decent DPS increase through that. Constant fire, which means a lot of sustained damage, makes it easier to keep like cauterizing and stuff on the target. They don't get a chance to really heal up or anything like that. And you don't really have too much downtime. You can sort of just keep shooting, and then when you're about to run out of ammo, just pull back and hide. But this is sort of like your weak period. So if they do have mobility on you, they can just run up and catch you while you spend ages reloading, it looks like. Okay. Next ability, precision sights. Lock down the barrel of your machine gun. You gain improved accuracy but move 50% slower. The slow does not stack with firing your gun. Okay, so either way, you're going to move at 50% of your movement speed, even if you are in both precision sights and shooting. Basically, just iron sights like Victor has, pretty much. Give you a bit of accuracy, make it easy to shoot people. Focus a bit better, get in those headshots. So that's kind of nice. There's not too much. There's no real downside because you're gonna move 50% slower anyway. You do get slightly less vision because obviously you can only see a smaller section of the screen when it's in front of your face. But the improved accuracy obviously compensates for that really well. Ooh, Deflector Shields. Okay, so she actually has a shield, which is kind of interesting on a damage character. I don't think this has been done before. You may fire while Deflector Shield's activated. Oh, so it's not like something we throw on the floor. It stays in front of us. Oh, I think... Isn't this like sort of in Battlefront as well? Like the droids or whatever in it. Or like whatever the heavies are in the new Battlefront. They sort of have a similar thing where they have like their machine gun and then they can put up a shield. So that's kind of cool. It lasts a decent amount of time. The damage is not... The life on it's not too low. 6 seconds is pretty good though. And only a 10-second cooldown. So quite a short cooldown as well. Okay, but the cooldown doesn't start until the shield goes away. Like the other shields that have been changed. It only starts once it's down. Okay, what's our next one? Sensor drone. Throw out a deployable sensor that reveals enemies to you in a large radius. So I guess it's like Kinessa Mine, but maybe it doesn't actually tether to them. Does it keep just pulsing? No? It must keep pulsing, right? Oh yeah, so it stays going if it's like this. But if it's over here, it's too far away, maybe? Is that too far? No, I see them now. Okay, so maybe the initial throw did the big radius and then it gets smaller. Okay, well that's kind of useful. Especially if you could just throw it somewhere and leave it there and see if they walk through. Basically, a slightly worse Kinessa Mine, I guess, but it's kind of hard, harder for them to spot they got seen. A little icon showed up on their head to say that they got seen, but if they don't really see it, they might not realize they've been seen. So that's kind of helpful, I guess. It doesn't slow them or anything like Kinessa's one, though. But Kinessa's one slows them so you can easily snipe them. You don't really need to slow them down here to snipe them or anything, but it would have been nice. And you can only have one out, actually. That's also a huge difference. Okay, now we're up to our final ability, our ultimate here. Sentinels, area damage. Summon 2 Sentinel Drones that fire energy blast while you shoot your light machine gun. 250 damage per second per drone. They persist until destroyed or the player is killed. Whoa. Can we build it up while they're up? Oh my god, okay. We don't even have to... Wait, oh, they shoot in the same direction we're shooting. Oh, okay. I thought they were like auto-aim. That was good, like, oh shit, that's so cool. But it's pretty good. It's basically just extra damage. Seems like they have a pretty big splash on them as well, so it makes it pretty easy to hit stuff. Bit of a travel time on it. Doesn't seem to come out straight away. It seems a bit delayed compared to your actual weapon hit. So the enemy might actually be able to dodge that. But it's kind of cool how they stay out until you put them away. That's quite interesting. Do they have any damage drop off? Wait, no, I want to hit the one in the back here. It doesn't look like it does. No, it doesn't. I guess because projectile. Makes sense. That's quite interesting. You sort of just like spray down and the splash will end up hitting people. I wonder if it triggers... I guess it won't trigger weapon effects like cauterize and stuff. Did they change cauterize now? No, it's still the same. So yeah. Quite interesting. A lot of shooting. And the damage fall off. See, like it's kind of nice having these drones. You just sit back and everyone gets hit. But I wonder how much life they actually have. It's kind of hard to see. I guess maybe we can go over here and we can test it. Is there a way to make the boss shoot it? Shoot it. No, okay, it doesn't work. They're quite small actually. Jeez. I thought they would be much bigger. And it's sort of like a trade-off whether they shoot you or they shoot the little drones. That's interesting. But man, she can put out some damage with this ultimate. Holy crap. That damage is pretty insane. Okay. Oh man. I wish you could have like multiple drones. There's like, you can see since you can build it up while you have these drones up, by the time they like take it out, you might already have the chance to build up another ultimate, or you already have like your ult up again, like we do now, and you can just pop it. Jeez, it actually seemed quite insane. And your shield protects them as well. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, she seems quite deadly already. Let's take a quick look at her legendaries here. So this is the one we were using. You deal 20% increased damage after 20 seconds. She actually doesn't have any damage abilities besides her ultimate, so this really only increases your ultimate and your shooting damage. But you do quite a bit of damage, and having 20% increase just flat for not really doing too much, it's pretty much just for extra damage. So this seems like a wrecker at the start of the game. That's pretty much what this gives you. Seems quite strong if you're going up against a heavy tank comp that has a lot of shields. You and your deployables take 20% less damage from enemies revealed by your sensor drone. I don't know if the area is big enough on the radius. Maybe if you could make it bigger. But at the moment it seems too small to actually get full benefit. I get as you walk around the corner you could throw it, and then when you're actually fighting them, like you see them, you throw it and you get 20% damage reduction during that fight. Or you throw it near the point. I guess you can actually hide this one a bit better because I think it goes through the walls and stuff. Maybe. We'll see. Because if you throw it near the point and you're actually contesting the point or something, that's actually okay damage reduction, I guess, since you're always probably going to have it up if it's on the point or something like that. But I think this one's pretty good, just overall. But it seems like, yeah, these two are probably the ones you're going to end up going with. This one if they have super tanks, otherwise you just end up going with this one. Because firing for 2 seconds is not too long. Especially since it seems like you're one of those sustained DPS characters who are just going to be like constantly blowing up the tanks from like a medium range. So that's going to be quite helpful. Let's take a look at the cards here as well. Because that could really change stuff up.
Vivian.
Any cool cards? Deflector Shield health. Health regen while Deflector Shield is up. While the Deflector Shield is active, 50% of the damage dealt to you is instead dealt to the shield. Okay. So even if they're like behind you or they shoot around it with like splash damage or something, it still ends up hitting the shield. That could be quite useful. And increase the lifetime. I think the shield doesn't have enough HP. It already has quite a long duration at 6 seconds. So I don't think it has enough HP to warrant getting increased duration. Maybe like a 1-pointer if anything. Activating sensor drone grants movement speed. Meh. Heal for 100 health if you kill an enemy revealed by the sensor drone. Interesting. If it's like, as I said, if it's like on the point or something, you could maybe get a lot of procs with this. Sensor drone reveals last an additional 1 second after an enemy leaves its vision range. That could be quite good. It goes up to 4 seconds. You can take it with the damage reduction. Especially if you take it with this and you combine them and then get like the damage reduction, you can pretty much have like 20% damage reduction against the whole enemy team almost. Especially if you place it well. What's this? This for precision sights. Successful shots in precision sights reduce the cooldown of sensor drone by 0.04 seconds. Okay. Interesting. Every shot made in precision sight has an 8% chance to not cost ammo. That's interesting. Bit of RNG, but yeah, lets you just keep free firing, suppress the enemy a bit with constant shooting. Could be useful. Hitting a shot has a 12% chance not to cost ammo. So I don't think they want you reloading as this character. Like, if you're in precision sights and you have this, you're never gonna run out of ammo. I feel like if you're hitting the enemy at least. Heal for 10% of the damage dealt to shield. Okay, that's really cool. Because this becomes super strong once you get Wrecker and stuff. And if you take the legendary as well. Because that goes up to 40%. So if they throw down a shield and you blow it up, you get like 50% of their shield life, which is, well, 40%, which is a ton. Yeah. That seems like it could be quite good. Maybe not putting all the points into it. 4 points or something like that. Probably not. But even getting, I don't know. It seems pretty decent. It's like a life steal, except it's situational. But when combined with Wrecker, it can give a huge amount of healing in like a burst amount. So I don't know. Very situational, but could be very strong in certain situations, I guess. But yeah, it seems like they really want you to go with this non-reloading type of build where you're just constantly shooting. Quite interesting. I don't know about this sensor drone thing though. I guess if you get enough range on it, it'll become pretty decent. Like, I don't know if it's worth getting something like this. I think getting reduced recoil might be pretty decent. The recoil on it's quite small already, but I don't know if you can get it low enough where you just like you can just aim at the person and you have to worry about recoil at all. That could be quite useful. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like reduced recoil would do too much. At the moment, I feel like getting something. If you get this and you combine it with this, you already end up with so much ammo generation. Jeez. I wonder how they work together. Like, can you... So this one makes it not cost damage. They both make it not cost damage. So you can't actually gain ammo from them both proccing at the same time, I don't think. Depends how they programmed it, I guess. But we'll see. I feel like the healing during Deflector Shield might actually be pretty decent. Maybe. Get Deflector Shield health, why not? Actually, I think this one you might want to put 2 points in instead. Actually, it depends what type of comp they have, but if they have like two shield users or something like that, this could be pretty good. Maybe even taking some ammo, some points out of here and buffing up this a bit as well. I just want to see how much ammo generation we get through this though. I want to see how long it takes to actually run out of ammo. That'll be kind of interesting.
Customize your champion.
Wonder if I can just sit there and constantly shoot. So I was gonna say you might need like a deft's hands or something, depending on how long the reload animation was. But obviously that comes at a huge cost because you can't get cauterized and wrecker. So that'd be kind of a hard thing to do. But with all this ammo, it's not really regeneration. I guess you call it ammo saving methods. You actually probably don't even need to worry about it. So let's see. Oh my god, this is insane actually. You just... Wait, how long can we actually keep shooting? And most of the ammo we lose going between targets. Man.
That's 9 in a row. Double kill. Immortal. Triple kill. Godlike.
I don't know how long that went on for, but it felt like forever. Jeez. That's insane. I guess he's like a suppressive fire type of person. It's kind of interesting because since they have medium range on the weapons, you really don't want to sit too far back. But what you can do, I mean, you can just sit back and just hammer the point like this constantly. Ooh. The recoil actually doesn't make it a bit harder to constantly get the shots off at this range with the actual weapon. But the splash just keeps hitting. That's pretty interesting. A lot of suppressing fire. And they can't really fight back because you just activate this and you get your shield up. But as you can see, the shield doesn't cover your legs, which is why you have that other skill that protects your... yeah, it protects you by damaging the shield instead of yourself if you take damage while the shield's up. It's pretty interesting stuff. I like these little drone things. I'm actually surprised the splash is this big. It makes it so easy to hit people. Kinda crazy. But yeah, as I was saying, you could get like a cauterize or something and just keep it constantly stacked on the enemy. Since you just have unlimited ammo pretty much. So that's quite insane. I guess like a life rip and stuff would be pretty good because you're constantly getting down DPS. But yeah, I feel like that would be pretty good. I don't know if the nimble maybe to counterbalance like all the movement speed you're losing from your weapon shots. But that feels a bit better. You're moving a decent speed now. This actually might be something you have to do. Pick up like a nimble or something to counterbalance it a bit. But yeah, it seems quite strong at the moment. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell without without knowing how hard it is to blow up these deployables that we have. So yeah, if they blow up in one shot, they're useless pretty much. But if they have a bit of life to them, like I don't know, 2,000, 1,000 life, maybe 1,000 is a bit too squishy still anyway. But if they have a bit of life to them, this could be quite useful. It also makes it super easy to proc our legendary with this build. There's so much ammo. Jeez, okay, this is going to be a lot of fun, I feel like. And it's kind of important to note that she also has no mobility, because they kind of been moving towards like having less mobility on all the characters. Like they did nerf everyone's mobility before and stuff. So if someone does have mobility and can get onto her, she can't really run away or anything like that, but it's going to be hard to 1v1. Like, this prevents any headshots coming through. So if anyone gets close, you just pop it. You have 6 seconds of pretty much time to pull back and regroup with the team or try and blow them up. So lots of possibilities here with her. But yeah, I don't think the cards have too many options. It's really you only go with like a mine type of build or a ammo build, I think I don't really think a shield build is going to be that great. I think it doesn't have enough life for something like this. I mean, it's quite small, the shield, so they probably won't end up shooting it too much, but I don't know. I don't think you need this. I feel like them shooting your legs, not too big of a deal. You could stand over like a little ledge to block it, sort of thing. Like, if you position yourself correctly, I feel like there's places you can be where it's impossible for them to hit your legs, and you can still shoot them, and then they can't hit your upper body because you got the shield up. So I don't think you actually need most of this. Maybe extra shield life, but it's so small, the increase amount, that it's kind of hard to value putting so many points into it. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how this drone goes, especially with the increased vision range. If it actually makes the legendary here viable. Because if you throw that out quite far, if you throw it like on the point or something, and you sit quite far back and just let your drones like constantly splash on the point while you poke them a bit, taking 20% less damage from that range, especially from like a tank or something. The damage is already quite low, so reducing it further could pretty much mean they're dealing like no damage to you, so they couldn't blow up your drones or anything like that. That could be quite interesting. And I wonder if the sensor drones regen life, because otherwise you might need a health bar to tell how low they are, because otherwise, you know, you could go into a fight expecting them to take 5 hits before they die, and they just die instantly to like a pip splash or something. Who knows? Be interesting to see how it works out, but yeah. I feel like this is the safest option, just to get that constant DPS down. If you're doing like a ranked mode and you can see what they pick, this could be a really good option, because you can obviously get the anti-shield going really quickly. You don't have to rely on anyone else to get picking up Wrecker. You can just get it, get your team to pick up Cauterize instead, and then you can burst through the shield and healing. And I kind of wish this one was 20% reduced damage to the whole team by people revealed by your sensor drone, because that could have been sort of like a supporty type of build. You could go with like a suppressing fire supporty type build where your job's just to, you know, cause a disruption rather than like picking people up or something like that. That could have been quite interesting. Like, you could have got increased range, and then, you know, you reduce the damage enemy deals to your team, and then maybe, you know, you pick up something like this so you don't lose ammo as much, and then some other cards so you can, I don't know, support your team a bit. Maybe if this also affected, where is it? Where's the one? This one. Yeah, maybe if this also affected your team, you could combine it with the legendary and the increased vision cards, and you could become like a supporty type character, because you give him like a bit of healing for a kill to heal sort of effect with that card, and you also give him damage reduction. So that could have been quite interesting. I don't know if it's strong enough by itself, but I guess we'll find out when people play in competitive and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool character. I like those drones. I always like having deployables, so they're kind of cool. And I wonder how she's actually going to turn out. Having so much ammo and the ability just to like suppress the enemy on the point or something for so long could be very, very useful. So we'll see how it ends up turning out. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.